Chapter 4, Echoes of the Past. That evening, Clara sat at her cluttered dining table, the old maritime directory and newspaper clippings spread before her like a map of mysteries. The more she uncovered, the clearer it became that Elias's story was intertwined with the town's history in ways she hadn't yet imagined. She felt a strange pull, almost as if the ocean itself was guiding her. As night fell, her gaze drifted back to the bottle still tucked safely in her coat pocket. The letter's fragile ink seemed to shimmer under the soft glow of her desk lamp. She carefully removed the letter from her pocket once again, her fingertips tracing the watermark, the intertwined rose and anchor, feeling the slight ridges beneath her fingertips. A new idea blossomed. Perhaps the symbol was a key, not just to the letter's meaning but to the identity of Elias himself. She remembered Mr. Whitaker's words about the Carters and their shipping empire. Could Elias have been part of that family's maritime legacy? Or was the symbol something more personal, perhaps a marker of a clandestine love or secret society? She reached for her notebook and sketched the watermark, noting its delicate curves and the way the rose's petals intertwined with the anchor's sturdy frame. As she did, a soft knock at the door interrupted her thoughts. It was Mrs. Harper, the elderly woman who often wandered the beach with her dog, always a gentle presence. Seeing Clara's serious expression, she hesitated before speaking. "Did you find something, dear? You look like you're chasing shadows," she said with a tender smile. Clara hesitated then nodded. "I think I'm onto something. About Elias and Lila. Their story is more complex than I imagined. The symbol on the letter. It might be a clue to their identities or even a secret meaning they shared." Mrs. Harper's eyes twinkled. "Love stories like that are woven into the fabric of this town. My grandmother used to say that some symbols hold keys to hidden truths. Maybe you're close to uncovering something that's been buried for generations." Inspired by her words, Clara decided to revisit the town's oldest records the next day, focusing on any mention of secret symbols or love tokens associated with the Carters or local sailors. She also resolved to visit the abandoned lighthouse mentioned in her earlier discovery, a place that might hold the final piece of the puzzle. The following morning, armed with her notebook, a camera, and a torch, Clara set out toward the outskirts of town. The lighthouse loomed in the distance, its weathered silhouette stark against the brightening sky. Overgrown with ivy and moss, it seemed to whisper stories of solitude and secrets. Inside, the air was thick with dust and the scent of salt. The staircase was creaky but intact, leading her up to the lantern room. From there, she gazed out over the endless sea, feeling the weight of history pressing down on her. On the wall near the entrance, she noticed faint carvings, lines and symbols scratched into the wood, almost faded into obscurity. One symbol caught her eye, a small, delicate rose intertwined with an anchor, precisely like the watermark on Elias's letter. Her heart pounded. Could this be a sign? She took a photograph and carefully examined the carvings, her mind racing. Was this a family crest? Secret code? Or perhaps a love token left behind by Elias or Lila? Suddenly, a faint noise echoed from the shadows, a soft scrape or shift. Clara froze, her senses alert. She looked around but saw only the empty, dust-laden room. Yet the feeling of being watched lingered. She knew that some stories refused to stay buried, and she was determined to uncover the truth. As she exited the lighthouse, the wind carried a faint scent of roses, an inexplicable, almost mystical sign. She clutched the photograph of the carvings, feeling a renewed sense of purpose. Elias's story was more than a whisper from the past. It was a call to her heart. That night, back at her home, Clara pored over her notes and photographs. She realized that the key to Elias and Lila's love might lie in the very symbols etched into the lighthouse walls. Symbols that could unlock their history and perhaps even reveal Elias's true fate. And so, with hope burning bright, she prepared herself for the next step, one that would take her deeper into the town's hidden past and perhaps closer to the love that refused to fade.